Hey, it's Claude Bell here, 24/7 Online Marketing. And hey, one of the most challenging questions I get all the time from people about the most biggest challenge they have when marketing a business comes to not getting enough leads. So I thought I'd put together this quick video for you to share with you the 7 things that I go through, but basically when I'm looking at a client's business and their website, especially to tell me not getting enough leads. There's really 7 things that you need to do to see if you have the basic foundation of getting leads off the internet. The first thing you need to do, if you have a website, is make sure that your website is actually indexed. And what does that mean? Index means that you basically telling search engines that you actually have a website. So, hey, search engines, I have a website. Here's the information about my website. Okay, that must be done first. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna go over this really quick, but there is a detailed tutorial you can actually get to along with a case study. That case study you can get to is at 7stepseo.com/case study. All right, so the second thing you need to make sure you do is make sure that you have a sitemap. Okay, now you have to submit a sitemap to search engines. So what that does is basically, hey, Google, here's how to categorize my website. All right, so I'm a baker, and my website is broken down into pies, cakes, and breads. And so that kind of, you break it, tell them that. And so underneath pies, I have apple pie, pecan pie, peach cobbler pie, blueberry pie, and then under cakes, I have chocolate cake, vanilla cake, marble cake, a swirl cake. And then under breads, I have, sourdough bread, I got wheat bread, I got French bread, exactly. So that's what you're going to do. The sitemap is going to tell searchers exactly how your website is categorized. Okay? The third thing we need to make sure is that your website is fast. All right? Now, what I mean by fast, that's load fast. That means ideally, when people are on their mobile device, or even on the desktop, they're only going to wait a certain amount of time before they think that something's wrong with this website. So, and typically that range is around 3 seconds when they get itchy, and you start seeing a lot of people drop off around 3 seconds. If your website takes longer than 3 seconds, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to just abandon it, but it means a lot of people will start abandoning your website in 3 seconds if they don't see anything rendering, which means they don't start seeing your logo and your page content actually loading up on the screen or on the smart device. So if they don't see anything loading up in 3 seconds, they're going to disappear. And so I go in detail exactly how you can check that. Just go to the case study video that I'm put together for you. I actually went live with it yesterday, but you can actually see it at 7stepseo.com/case study. All right, so you got to make sure your website loads in less than 3 seconds, ideally, but you definitely want to make sure you start seeing some rendering within 3 seconds. And ideally, you definitely want to have your website be fully loaded and within 5 seconds. So the next thing we want to make sure we have is your content, what we call on-page content. So your on-page content has to be clear on your website. So what I mean by that is you should definitely have a call to action. And what that means is tell the viewer what you want them to do. If you are a barber and you want them to actually make a phone call to schedule an appointment, then clearly state that at the top fold of your website, to schedule an appointment, call this number, right? If you want them to subscribe to your newsletter, make sure that's clear, upfront, visible when the first things they see. Subscribe to this newsletter to get more tips on such and such. Okay, so you want to make sure you have good content. The content on your website does not have to be fancy, does not have to be flashy. This either tells them the benefit about doing business with you. What benefit are they going to get from doing business with you, right? So you got to describe that in text. Ideally, you can do that in pictures, and even better if you do that with a video. You don't need to have a video, but video will work extremely well. For some of my clients, I've done videos, and some of them I have not done videos. And be honest with you, as long as you have pictures out there showing the benefit of what you do. So if you're a barbershop, you're in the service industry, and you do haircuts, right? So what you want to do is show final pictures of people's hair after you finish cutting their hair, or if you're a stylist, styling their hair, right? If you're a baker, show the final baked good, right? Show the apple pie, what it looks like, that type of thing. So you kind of want to make sure you want to show the benefit of what you are servicing or what you are providing. Okay. 5. Now, you want to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. Okay, mobile friendly website means basically when someone looks at it on your website on their mobile device, it should look friendly. It should not be real small. It shouldn't be any small text. They should be able to read it. They should be able to click on things with their thumb. And Google has definitely made this a priority, one of their priorities. They made that announcement years ago, and that because they've done so, they also have provided a free tool that you can get to. If you just type in Google mobile friendly test, it'll pop up like that. But once again, I also put a lot of detail on how it works and the links into a case study video that I put together for you. You can watch it. It's roughly 30 minutes long. No email address, anything required. It will play automatically once you go to 7stepseo.com/case study. All right. So you got to make sure it's mobile friendly. 6th thing that we want to do is security. Almost forgot. I shouldn't say secure. I should say secure website. Secure. You want to make sure that your website is secure. What I mean by that is you want to make sure that information that people provide to you on your website is secure. It won't be. It can't be taken. It can't be manipulated or any type of way. It's going to be kept private. And how you do that, you got to make sure you have a secure server to make sure you have a secure website. And you might be thinking, well, Claude, I'm not collecting any data from anybody. I'm not collecting any financial data, any credit cards. I'm just asking for an email address because I just want an email address for newsletter. Well, guess what? That is considered private information nowadays because people email addresses can, or they use people use their email address a lot of times to log in to some of their, financial accounts, that type of stuff. So Google wants to make sure that people's information, all information concerning them, is kept private, and they want to make sure someone else can be, some spyware or some maliceware, some hacker can go into your website and start pulling that information away from you without you even knowing, and also about your viewer, your potential customer knowing, and then therefore all the information gets out there. So even if you have or just only collecting email addresses, it's still imperative that you actually have a secure server when you're doing that, even if no financial data is being collected. I can't iterate that enough. Hopefully you guys got that clear. Make sure your website is secure. And once again, if you go to the case study at 7stepseo.com/case study, if anybody's watching this right now, if you put that in the comments, that'd be great. I can't do that at the same time. We're a one-man show here today. But if you could put that down in the comments, 7stepseo.com/case study. There's a big tutorial video. I'll show you exactly what these 7 steps. I'm about to share with you the last 7 step in a second here, but I'll show you exactly the results of what happens when you actually implement these 7 steps with a private consultant client of mine. He allowed me to share his back-end analytical data, his traffic data that shows you exactly how much traffic that he received in the month of May just through Google itself alone. And I'll give you a little hint, a little prelude. He received over 6,000 search views on Google alone. He's a local business, a barbershop business local, and so he received over 6,000 views alone. He also received over 48 phone calls directed to his shop. He also received over 112 people requesting for directions to his shop in the month of May, and then also he received 45 clicks to his website. And so some of those clicks might also have been phone calls that have not been analytically tracked. So far these 6 steps was getting his results, but I'm telling you the last step is key here as well. The last step is accurate. Oops. I can't spell. Accurate business information. Sorry about that runoff. So accurate business information is the last step. And what do I mean by that is that you gotta make sure that all your business information is accurately listed all over the internet. Okay. Now here's a problem. Let's say you started your business out 5 years ago, and you started your business out with your personal phone, right? Your personal cell phone. You got a little website out there, and you had a personal phone number, or you went to the your local government and you registered your business name, but you used your personal cell phone to register your business name because you didn't have a business number yet. So, and then you also using your home address because you didn't have a actual physical business address yet. And so that information sometimes is searched by the search engines, and they can get that information from you. Sometimes they sell information to third parties. Third parties list that information out there, and so your business information is listed. Google search engines and other different websites out there like Yelp, Foursquare, Merchant Circle. There's a bunch of them out there that pull information from everywhere they possibly can to try to find out your business and where your business is located to help promote your business. But they might actually, since they're not actually talking to you directly, they don't know exactly where your business is located. They don't know the exact information about your business. So they can actually have wrong information about your business. So the worst thing that actually happen is someone goes to their phone, says, I'm looking for a baker, and they say, okay, here goes Bailey's Bakery, and Bailey's Bakery is located at such address, and this is such a telephone number. And so the consumer calls that phone number, and it gets, hello, this is T-Shawn Groceries. I thought I was calling Bailey's Bakery. Is this the right number? Boom, this makes you look bad. You just lost a customer, right? Because they're looking for you, but they got a wrong number. They had no other way of finding out where you actually are located, right? So same thing. Let's say go this way. Let's say you got a certain address listed, and you say the address is 1234, Rex Avenue. So they go, I know where Rex Avenue is at. I'm gonna go over there and check it out. They go to 1234 Rex Avenue, and it happens to be instead of a bakery store, it's a auto dealership. You're like, what is going on here, right? So you have to make sure your business information is accurately listed. You can actually go in and fix a lot of the information that's out there totally for free on your own. It takes a lot of time, but you can actually do it on your own. But I also have a scan tool that's available to you to see if your information is accurately listed on over 60 plus different websites that are out there. I'll go in detail a little bit more about it in the case study video at 7stepseo.com/case study. You can actually see that, how it works, how the scan tool works, and then also you can try it out yourself too as well. I'll go in detail on that as well. So that's really the 7 steps. If you really want, you're not getting enough leads from the internet, from your business, from your website, I would definitely check with these 7 things. Go check out the case study video, show you what happens when you actually put these 7 steps, implement these 7 steps right, what can happen to your business. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed this video.